All right. Can you hear me now? I need somebody to talk to me. I see Miss Ty. Can you hear me? Yes, I believe you can. Let's see here. Yes, she can hear me. What about y'all over here? Can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me? I need somebody to say something. Can y'all hear me? God almighty. Wow. What about now? Can you hear me now? I don't like what I'm seeing or hearing. Can you hear me now? You cannot hear me. Hold on. Ah. The old Jesus Christ. Yay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you? Yeah, y'all can hear me now. I know you can hear me now. Y'all forgive my raggedness. I got so much. I know you can hear me now, right? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me, Miss Alicia. There you go. There we go. Okay. Forgive my raggedness on today. There's a lot of stuff going on with all this new equipment, and I'm back. Welcome officially now to the Big Time Show. Thank you, Miss Alicia. Peace unto you too. All right, what's going on, everybody? Everybody on Podbean. Okay, I'm good over there. All right, I'm good. Mr. Shane, hey man, how you doing? You're in the house. Um, those who has Mark, I think you may be here. Michael Evans, if you're here, I appreciate you guys showing up. Forgive my rat. Wait a minute. Lily and Rucker, you can't hear? Oh, okay. Yeah, y'all can hear me. Okay. We good. We good. We good. We good. All right. Everybody's coming on back. Mario said you ready for y'all to lose. Okay. Mike says he can hear me now. Okay. It seems like I'm good. I'm trying to make sure I'm good. Y'all forgive me. I got new equipment. There it is. Here I am, Mark. Thank you, brother. What's going on? Shane said, "Don't you hate the technology as much as the refs sometimes?" No, actually, I missed. I pressed one button that I didn't think. Actually, my microphone was not hooked up to this one section, and I figured that part out, so I'm good. All right. I'll remember that next time. All right. You love the throwback pick of me the other day. Mike Evans, a throwback. Oh yeah, appreciate that, man. I've been around for a little while, you know. I've been around for a little while. Okay. Hope you guys are sharing. Listen, for those that may be on Podbean or even if you're on Facebook, wherever you're listening to me from right now as we speak, look like everybody. What's up, man? The great podcaster is here, one of the best in this entire country. I always give him mad respect when he comes in. Uh, some of you guys know him maybe by his first name, which is Tyson Jamerson, but I believe that the world knows him as West Coast Cowboy, and he's entered the building. Don't know how long he gonna stay, but hey, he didn't have to pop in, and I appreciate him so much. And we're praying for West Coast as he recovers. Been a little ill. I'm not gonna put all his business out there, but he's recovering, and glad that he had the little time to pop in with me. Listen, we're not gonna take too much time. It's game day, y'all. And matter of fact, Cowboy fans, let me go ahead and just break the egg now on y'all. All right. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, West Coast. One day, I'm gonna have to get him on here. On here, it'll be a privilege to have a guy who knows, who's kind of conquered the game. And of course, you guys know who know West Coast know he knows Dallas Cowboy football. So it'll be an honor for him to pop in on my show one day and we'll just shoot the breeze a little bit. But listen, y'all, let me just say this: be thankful. Okay, this is what I'm saying. This is the last regular season game. Do you understand? Do you realize that football is no more? You know, we possibly, I'm hoping not, this could be one of the last two games of this year. Now, I know some of y'all gonna go crazy, but I mean, just hold up. Look, we ain't got no more football after this. Okay. So, personally speaking, I don't care who line up for the Dallas Cowboys. And we all should know by now from this week, knowing that this really is almost essentially a preseason game. That's, you know, to me it is. Our backups are playing, okay, but our backups are, you know, we got to watch them because somebody. Do you understand me? Somebody, our rotation is so good that we even had to put them on pitch count in order to protect them. So, ladies and gentlemen, while we've been complaining and griping and moaning and you know and all that kind of stuff, y'all done let the whole year go by. We ain't got but one more. This it. This it tonight, y'all. This it. After that is do or die. One or done. So we got a long way to go before you know training camp come next year. And so we need to be, you know, if you ain't happy about it, you know, it ain't too late. I think it's too late for you to be jumping on, you know, and on the bandwagon. Now the season over with. It's over. And now we got to move now to what? The NBA, for those that love the NBA. We got to get ready for the Winter Olympics. I mean, good Lord have mercy. The Winter Olympics, we got to, I mean, come on now. Baseball ain't even here yet. I mean, see, y'all done cried and griped and all that, and hey, it's over. West Coast say Jesus might come back before training camp. West Coast tells me, look, I'm serious, y'all. It's over. All this COVID talk, look, it's over. These guys will do what they want to do in a few more weeks. Hopefully, we got about another 3 to 4 more weeks of football left that we can talk and as a fan Cowboy family get together. So I'm just, you know, it's been such a it really ain't been a roller coaster, y'all, because see, we done talked about stuff so much that we done forgot we're 11-5. That's pretty good. I know it ain't what y'all want it to be. I know, Dak didn't throw for 350 and Dak didn't throw for 400 and Zeke didn't run for 100 and Pollard didn't run for additional 75 to 80 and the defense wasn't all, I mean, come on, y'all. We done missed out on a tremendous comeback season. I mean, I'm already in kind of retrospect type mode. I mean, I'm gonna miss football in another couple more. I mean, look, we need to enjoy what we got. I hear you, Mike. I love the optimism. I love the optimism. We got 5 more games left. I'm gonna hold on to that. But let's talk about today. That's my little intro. Like, y'all don't forget, football almost over now. I live here in Memphis. We're gonna be talking about, the Memphis, everybody love the Grizzlies. I'm a Laker fan, so I'm going with the Lakers. So, uh, I gotta get ready for all type of different content and all that kind of stuff because football almost over. I mean, I'm gonna talk Cowboys all year long. I did it last year, so we got some things to talk about. But my goodness, as far as game day action goes, good Lord, I mean, it is almost over. And y'all done missed out because y'all been crying about, this and that and this and that and that and this. And I'm guilty too. I mean, I'm guilty. I talked about it too, but please understand where we at. When you finish griping and complaining, this is the last week of the season. And it is what it is. Now, tonight, I don't know what to expect. Now, I know it's Philadelphia, and I know if you're a Cowboy fan, we hate Philly, and I understand that. But I think everybody done figured out what's going on here tonight, right? I mean, we're resting. That's just the bottom line. We're resting. Tony Pollard is not playing. He could. You see what I'm saying? But they want to save him. We all know that Tyron Smith, Michael Parsons, Anthony Brown. I mean, good Lord, Trayvon Diggs. Some guys didn't even get on the airplane. They just stayed at the house. We're resting. I mean, it's obvious what's going on, and I believe that obviously a lot of our starters tonight, the ones that will play, won't be playing long either. Okay, we know that. Uh, can we blame? Do we need to? Probably not, because we need the offense to be in somewhat of a rhythm. But however, if your guys are not playing, you can just throw that down the garbage can. We're not trying to. I'm not saying we're not trying to win. I'm just saying that the guys are not playing tonight. The horses are not running tonight. So we don't really need to. It really is thank you, Shane. Appreciate you, man. Mark Canner, exactly. Mark Canner says this, and this is going to be the truth. It's Cooper Rush time tonight against Philly on the road. Yes, I agree. We know that's going to happen. Shane says, like I said, it's a preseason game. Look for Dak to play one series. I mean, it is what it is, y'all. So if that's the approach that they're taking by not putting our best guys out there, then certainly to me, I have to be honest with you guys. I'm really not worried about wins or losses. Do you know what I'm worried about? This is all I'm worried about tonight. I don't know if West Coast you still here. I don't know what you said on your show. I got some more podcasters that's on here. I don't know, but Coach said I think it's a bad decision. We need to go into the playoffs on the high with confidence. The only pushback I'm gonna give Coach is that, but our guys aren't playing. Pollard's not playing. There you go, Shane. That's exactly where I was going. My only wish tonight is that nobody gets seriously injured tonight. We are going to have a bunch of guys that are backups playing, but at the same time, they are rotational guys, and they do get plenty of time. And so guys like Bohanna and guys, some of our defensive linemen, guys that are playing backups, hopefully we can escape Philly without a major injury that we are dependent upon. That's what I'm hoping for tonight. I really ain't really worried about it. Of course, anytime I see the Eagles, I want the Cowboys to win. So yeah, I'm cheering that our backups beat their brains out. I'm just being honest with you. Hey Joe, I see you in Italy. Hey Coach Lee, I see you in here. Um, Coach Lee says, "Who do we think we're gonna play in the first round?" I believe it's gonna be Arizona. Coach Bree Loves agrees with me. Um, I believe it's gonna be Arizona. We can't move up. We can move up, but there's a lot of stuff got to happen for us to move up. The two teams ahead of us, the Rams and Tampa, have to lose both, and we have to win in order for us to even jump back up to number two. I don't think that's happening by no means, especially since I forgot who Tampa's playing in the Rams. The Rams are playing the 49ers. That could be a loss for the Rams. They're trying to win the division, and the 49ers are trying to solidify a playoff spot. So that's going to be there's no rest in that game. That's going to be a hard fought game. Uh, the 49ers could pull it off, so that might be a loss for the Rams. I think Tampa's playing somebody in their division, and it ain't worth talking about. So I think we locked for the fourth seed. Uh, Arizona has a 2-game lead for their wild card spot. So obviously they're not going anywhere. So that's the fifth seed. So the 4 play the 5 seed. That's Dallas and Arizona. Next week in Dallas. That's the way I think it's going to happen. And that we'll be talking all week leading up to that. But it's got a little football left to be played. Stranger things have happened, so I just don't think it is, but it could. Um, I wish that we could play, because as much as everybody's talking about this offense, um, I wish we could play. Uh, the idea of having essentially 2 weeks off with an offense that's not clicking on all cylinders, that's not what you want. But that's the way that it's going to be. It is what it is. Tampa is playing Carolina. Well, if that's the case, you figure that Tampa will lose, and they're going to play that game because they're only a game behind the Rams, if I'm not mistaken, and they could possibly move to a 2 seed. So they're going to play. They're going to play Carolina. There won't be no resting and all that kind of stuff, unless, of course, they get a gigantic lead and then sit down. Other than that, Tampa's going to play. We know the Rams are going to play. And so, but the Cowboys are taking this approach. It's obvious what they're doing. Trayvon Diggs has not been diagnosed with COVID. They just said he's sick. If he had COVID, they would have said it, because they would have no choice but to say it. So that lets you know he's just getting rest. If this was the playoff game, he'll be playing. See what I'm saying? Amari Cooper is not playing. He didn't even make the plane trip. He's behind. He has not been diagnosed with COVID. They just said, he's behind. So it's obvious what we're doing. Okay. I just hope that these guys, after this game, I hope they spend the night at the Star. Do you understand me? I hope they practice at 2 a.m. to try to get some type of rhythm going offensively, or better offensive, actions that they need. But essentially, they're going to get this little bye week. It's a bye week for them. Exactly. Well, that's Joe. That's exactly what I said. The 49ers will play because if they lose, they're out. If they win, they're in. It's really how simple it is for them. So we have to, we'll be talking about this all next week. We ain't gonna talk about it tonight. But these guys who aren't really clicking as a unit are essentially getting a week off because even the guys that will play tonight, I doubt very seriously that all of them will be playing even tonight. Yeah, but here it is though, Coach Lee. I see you. Here's the funny thing. Coach Lee said tonight this is the game that we need to begin working on our run game. I believe we ain't gonna have no choice but to do that because you don't want Cooper Rush standing back there throwing the ball 40 times. But here's the trick of it. The trick of it is you're gonna be working on your running game with primarily probably Corey Clement and Hardy because Zeke ain't about to play this whole game. Y'all know that. You see what I'm saying? You can work on the running game, but you're working with it with the wrong parts. A lot of people are excited about Blake Jarwin. I wouldn't be surprised if Blake Jarwin don't play tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he did, if he didn't play long, because he's just coming off injury. And if you remember my last show, I had said one thing that the Cowboys have not been able to run is the 12 personnel look with two tight ends playing because we just haven't had them. Jeremy Sprinkle is not at least they haven't used him like that. Is not a downfield threat. He's not how many balls have Jeremy even caught this year? Has he caught one? I believe one or two. Exactly. So I don't know. We haven't had the chance, and I'm excited actually for that personnel group, 12 personnel group, because I think it's going to open up a lot of stuff for us. I believe we will run the ball better, and I believe that even out of passing out of it, Dak is going to have some wide open targets for real. And we know the damage that Jarwin can do if he's healthy, along with a much improved Dalton Schultz as far as catching the football. So that's going to be big for us. All right. Jose, what's up, Jose? He says the old line going to block somebody tonight. For the little time that they in, Jose, some of these guys ain't going to be playing the whole game. I mean, Zach Martin ain't playing this whole game. No way. We're going to see some backup guys after a minute. No question about that. Zeke needs 80 yards to reach 1,000. I don't know why y'all getting excited then about that. When does Zeke get 80 yards? When does he get the ball enough to get 80 yards? Think about that for a minute. They might feed him tonight, but I just don't think he's going to play that many series. I just don't. I mean, since he's nursing the injury, common sense would be to rest him. Since, everybody else getting the rest. Common sense would be to rest Zeke tonight. I mean, when I say rest, yeah, you can give him 1 or 2 series, but no more than that. If he ain't get his 1,000 yards in all these weeks, and he need this extra week to get 1,000 yards, man, forget it. He didn't get the ball enough this year anyway, so forget all that. Forget all that. I'm playing here. I don't hear nothing. That's right. I don't hear my music. Give me some music here. Yeah, let me being janky tonight. Give me my music back. Yeah, give me something. All right. I knew something was missing. Right there on Pod. Let me see what Podbean is saying. Hey, Podbean. Oh, nobody's really on there. Okay. All right. Okay. I don't know what to expect tonight. I'm gonna be watching and cheering, but I'm not gonna be all crazy cheering tonight. I mean, because you getting the impression, if you've been listening to our coaching staff, that I know they're saying we playing to win, but I mean, I'm just excited. I'm just excited to see the Cowboys play anything. Shane says, do you think it's a chance for Kellen Moore to show off for the Jags before his interview? Well, if the Jags want him so bad, Shane, he don't need this game. They already know about him. His resume says he has the number one. Hey, Danielle. Hey, Pi, I see you. Good to see you. I appreciate you. How are you doing before you leave? How are you doing? Y'all forgive me for a second. Hey, Pi, how you doing? You doing okay? While she answers that, listen, I don't, Kellen Moore's resume says he has, one of the top offenses in the game. This year, he has the number one offense. Last year, Dak was hurt, so we're not even counting last year. But the year before that, good to hear that, Pi. Great to hear that. Before, Dak's injured last year, he had a top 3 offense. So his resume is intact as far as what they believe, what he can do offensively. Of course, I personally don't care. I don't care what he does, to be honest with you. Eventually he will leave because the Cowboys offense is going to make him look so great, having number one offense every year or top 3 offense every year. Sooner or later, somebody's going to get him or he going to bite. Jacksonville, they don't have what we have. What they do have is a good, building block, which is the quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. They're building and rebuilding. The expectation would be that he would be innovative enough to help Lawrence out, and that really be that job. That's really what that job is all about, is because they have really nothing else. Is, can you make my quarterback better, Mr. Lawrence? That's what that's what whoever takes that job, that's what their primary goal will be. They'll start building, they'll have a high draft pick, they'll go get a lineman to protect them, or they'll get a strong defensive player, as a building block. But the primary goal of Jacksonville job, can you make that quarterback better? And I believe, as much as we talk about Kellen Moore, one thing I do believe is that he can make Trevor Lawrence better. Why am I saying it? Because he made Dak better. Now, I know we all don't like Kellen Moore, but he does have some positives. Okay, let's not act like he just zeroed. I know his play calling gets us ticked off and all that. However, there are some positives about Kellen Moore. That is obvious. He did make Dak Prescott better. So if he made Dak Prescott better, he can make Trevor Lawrence better. That's the goal. Do I want to see him leave? I want to cheat. If you tell me that Mike McCarthy is going to take over play calling, then I pack his bags for him. If you tell me, you got to give me the alternative. If you're telling me Kellen Moore is leaving because the number one offensive coordinator, as far as I see you, Mike. That's why I had to hesitate. You got to tell me. I got to cheat a little bit. I got to see what's on the other side if you're going to let Kellen Moore go. Because the facts say this guy has the number one. You don't get no higher than number one, y'all. He has the number one offense in the league. And he is consistently top 3, with the exception of last year with Dak being hurt. See, these are the facts you can't dispute. Oh no, Jason Garrett, no sir, no sir, no sir, no sir. I know you being funny there, Joe. No sir. You got to tell me what the alternative is, and then I'll decide whether I'm gonna let Kellen Moore go or do I want him to go. I think Kellen Moore. Well, I ain't got to say nothing. Yeah, if y'all been following me, y'all know how I feel about Kellen Moore. Y'all know I give him his credit. I've always said from the 20 to the other 20, he's dynamic. Okay, he from the 20-yard line, our 20 to the opponent's 20, he is dynamic. That's where all his yards come from. It's right there inside the 20 though, the red zone, where his problem with me is. He can't push it in. And the stats say that the Dallas Cowboys red zone efficiency is ranked 20 in the 20s. The mid 20s. I think last time I looked, I think it was 25 or something like that. Okay. That's not good. You're number one in the offense in the league, but you're 25th in the red zone. That's not good. That's not good. Well, let me say this. It's not good enough. Not with the type of talent that we have. There's no excuse. We got everything covered. We supposedly got running backs. We supposedly got exactly. Buddha's on here. Me and Buddha are in a group. They're my brothers, and we've been in this group for the last couple of years. And essentially, we've been saying the same thing for the last 2 to 3 years. This stuff ain't just started with Kellen Moore. We've been saying it for years that he's horrible. Red zone. We've been saying it, and he hadn't proved me wrong yet. You know. Now, this is let me get to this before because it just hit my head. I didn't even write notes down for this show. I'm just going strictly off the top of my head. Let me say this though. Let me tell you one person who definitely needs to play the entire game. Speaking of that, and it ties in the red zone. Tonight, let me tell y'all this. I know this sound gonna sound crazy, woo-wee, but this is what I want. I don't even want us to score touchdowns tonight because Greg Zuerlein need to kick at least about 7 field goals tonight. He need to get in rhythm. Look, I'm serious. I'm sorry. If this is who I'm depending on, and he been shaky all year, I need his confidence. I don't need him to be getting his confidence up when we play Arizona or whoever we playing next week. I need his confidence up right now. So I don't even care nothing about the red zone tonight. If Greg Zuerlein got to kick 8 field goals tonight, I want him kicking tonight. Do you understand me? I'm looking for Greg Zuerlein tonight to kick the ball tonight. I am. Y'all weren't expecting that one. I don't care nothing about Cooper Rush. If Dak Prescott, I don't care about Dak throwing a touchdown tonight. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I want Greg Zuerlein to kick tonight. Since this is who we depending on. He need work. I want him kicking a 50-yard field goal in the wind. We know it's gonna be cold in Philly. Know it's definitely gonna be windy there. I want him to kick one from 40. I want him to kick one from 30. I want him to kick. I ain't worried about inside the 30. I want him kicking the field goal from at least 30 from 30 yards from our field goal. I need him to kick a 40+ yard field goal, and I want him to kick a 50+ yard field goal tonight. I need to see him go to work tonight. Now that's one player that don't need no rest. That's one player that needs work. Matter of fact, our game started tonight a little bit later on. He need to be out there right now kicking. Right now. Don't eat no food. Don't eat no pregame snack. Don't eat nothing. Get on out there. Get the cooking. Get out there. I know y'all can laugh at me all day you want. I don't care. That's one guy that got to get some work. He has to work. Shane said he need to work on his extra points. Well, that covers that 30+ yard field goals that I want, Shane, because I think the extra point now is what, 33 yards now, something like that. 33 yards. That covers it. Yeah, he needs to work on. That's just like a field goal. Mike Evans says, I'm gonna pose this. Mike Evans brings up a question. I'm gonna answer it, but y'all can answer it too. He says, do you think that the Cowboys have been holding back these last couple of weeks, playing possum to everyone so they can catch them off guard in the playoffs? Like, my answer to that is no. See, it's too much film on the Cowboys now. Jose brings up an interesting thing. Very interesting point. No, the teams, let me answer this before I go back to Jose, my brother on here. Jose. There's a lot of film that's on the Cowboys for this year. Now, the difference is that what worked earlier is not working. Here's my example. If you know anything about football, or if you've just been watching, in particular for those that have the all 22, and you can see how defenses line up all 11, all 22 players at the same time and see how they're doing. What you've been noticing is that just like the beginning part of the year, teams ran a 2-shell high safety look. In other words, the safeties were, or one safety was not in the box. He would stay back. Early in the year, the Cowboys feasted off that by simply running the ball. Now, teams are in the 2-shell high look, and the Cowboys still can't run the ball. So what is the difference between, weeks 4 through 7 or whatever, we got on that crazy hot streak, scoring 35 points a game and all that to now? Excuse me. Well, injuries have something to do with that. That's one. The Cowboys switching up the offensive line has something to do with that as well. Number 3 and 4 combined, either Dak Prescott or Kellen Moore have checked out of run plays. It's one or the other. Either play calling, did you call a pass play, you won't run it, or you call the running play, that's Kellen Moore, and then Dak changes that line. It's that simple. They're not committed to running the football. That's the difference. Same setup, 2-shell high look, different results. And you're not gonna fix that tonight. I mean, because we're not gonna have the horses playing. So it's not. I mean, I bet you he run the ball tonight though. I bet you Corey Clement and Hard to get plenty of work tonight. But at the same time, I don't know that, because when Cooper Rush come in, he throws the ball too. So, I mean, this is what Kellen Moore does. So, I mean, and Philly's going to have a lot of players out as well tonight. I didn't mention that earlier. But Philly's not going to play a lot of their players tonight. So this truly is going to be tonight a preseason game. I don't have all the names of Philly because I could care less about Philly. But I have heard through looking at the reports, I mean, the injury reports and all that kind of stuff, that Philly is not playing a lot of their guys as well. So tonight really is a preseason game tonight. That's what it is. So I'm not putting a lot of stock into it tonight. I'm not putting a lot of stock into it tonight. I'm not. I mean, at the same time, it is Dallas versus Philly, and I don't care if it's on the PlayStation. I don't care if it's on the Xbox, the Atari. Some of y'all too young. The ColecoVision. See there, I just messed some of y'all up for real. The Sega Genesis. I don't care what we playing. NFL electric football. If it's Dallas and Philly, it's Dallas and Philly. I want Dallas to beat Philly's brains out. I don't want Philly. Philly will beat us and act like they just won the Super Bowl, even though they know our guys ain't playing. I don't want their mouths running at all. I really want to beat them up like we did when we played them in Dallas at the beginning of the year, third game of the year. Well, we just annihilated them. That's what I want, but I understand what's going on tonight, so I'm not gonna put a lot of hope and pressure in tonight. All right, Zerline needs work. Zerline needs work. Zerline needs work. That's who needs work more than anybody. I know we keep talking about the offense, but Zerline need to be out there. Huh? Mike said that's the attitude of everyone in the league. I agree. These guys are super competitive. We just need the guys that's playing tonight are gonna be excited. Now let's I hope that they go to work. Our depth is incredible. Here's the thing that let's have some question marks here. The kid that we drafted from Stanford, the wide receiver. Forgive me, I just had it on my tongue. For Finico, whatever his name is. I expect to see him tonight. I expect to see Malik Turner play a whole lot tonight. Cedric Wilson needs to be limited. Yes. Semi, exactly. That's him. Cedric Wilson does not need to be playing too much tonight if he does play. Ezekiel Elliott does not need to play too much tonight. Forget his 2,000. Forget his 1,000 yards. He need 80 yards. Boy ain't seen 80 yards the whole year almost. Give me a break. So I don't even want to worry about that. Zach Martin don't need to play long tonight. Tyler needs work because he's about to get ready to see some incredible defensive tackles. I wouldn't mind him letting him play the whole game. Connor McGovern needs work. Terrence Steele, who will play tonight, obviously, and Ty Nasiki, they're gonna get work tonight. D Law, D Law don't need to play long tonight. Gregory, just go ahead and let Dorrance Armstrong and all these other guys play tonight. I tell you what the question mark is gonna be, y'all. And this kind of leads to, is Noah Brown ready though, Shane? I haven't really researched Noah Brown, and I know he was injured, but I don't know if he's still injured. I'm sorry, forgive me for not knowing, because I pride myself on being prepared, but I am not prepared to talk about Noah Brown. I don't know if he's ready or not. Last time I remember him, he was hurt, and he hadn't played in a while. But if Noah is available, he needs to play tonight to get back in the rhythm. And he can be helpful for next week as well. Mike Evans said, Boss Man Fat can use some more snaps. Well, Boss Man is starting tonight, Mike. He's starting tonight. He's going to get plenty because Anthony Brown is not playing. So it's without question, he will play tonight a lot. That's the easy one. Here's the thing, though, that I was just about to say. Very, very interesting. Not Noah Brown. Keanu O'Neal was hurt. Michael Parsons has COVID. LV's the only one that's there. Who playing linebacker for us? I mean, I know the guy we signed off, last week, put him on the practice squad. I believe he's going to play tonight. I mean, but who's the other linebacker? Curse is not playing tonight. It's safety for us tonight, just in case y'all don't know. Curse is not playing. Donovan Wilson is not playing. Am I right? Donovan Wilson not playing. I mean, we about to find out what kind of depth we got, aren't we? Shane said Mike McCarthy needs to work on his time management tonight. Oh, with Mario, yeah. I mean, we're not playing our guys, so I mean, it's and if we are playing them, it won't be long. I mean, we this is what it is. Guys getting a rest tonight, even though they're dressing it up as something else, but guys are getting a rest tonight. The bye week, we're forcing a bye week this week. We're forcing a bye week. We don't have one. We're forcing one. Our guys gonna get some rest. So it's just gonna be interesting tonight, just to see how the guys respond, how well they play, all this kind of stuff. All right. Joe says I will play all the starters the whole game because we still have something to play for, even if it's a long shot. I'm not even gonna argue with that approach because Coach McCarthy said in one of his press conferences this week that he's been on both sides of the track when it comes to that, Joe. That when he was in Green Bay, he rested guys and then they lost rhythm. And then he played guys and it didn't work out on that way either. So, I'm not going to argue with it. I know that our guys are not clicking. I know that on offense. And now you're telling me that a lot of them are not playing this week and then they got next week. So really is their, they got a bye week. So it's almost 2 weeks worth of football before they play. Now, Jerry Jones was asked something, and this really ain't about nothing, to be honest with you, but I just think it's interesting. Jerry Jones was asked about do they get any type of information about scheduling for playoffs because the teams don't necessarily know if they're playing on a Saturday or a Sunday for like the first week. The only teams that know they're not playing for sure, whatever, are the ones that got the number one seed. So that's Green Bay and as of now, Tennessee. But everybody else don't know exactly the day. So they were asking, like, if you move to Saturday like we are tonight, does that indicate that you are going to be playing your playoff game on the following week? In other words, you're playing Saturday like we are tonight, and you're assuming that you're going to be playing Saturday next week. And Jerry said that they really don't have it, but they've seen the record kind of shows or past that the teams that play on Saturday usually do play on that following week. Now, that's interesting to me only because when you start talking about these guys that are on COVID, even though it's 5 days and most of them have already been down, certainly they clear. They will clear if they're, of course, healthy. But what about those that are still having some problems? It's not guaranteed that you will pass your COVID test. It's not guaranteed now. It's not guaranteed. So the question then becomes, if for those that may not pass it, if that is the case, there's a lot of shady stuff that go on too, and that's a theory of mine. Don't put nothing on that, but I just think it's just gonna be a lot of funny stuff going on the next week because it's finally here. Let me come back to that, but It'd just be interesting to see who passed their test and, go ahead and be crazy and probably will, get ready for next Saturday to play whoever we're playing. It'll be big. Now, I told you guys all year long that the worst thing that can happen is this COVID stuff happening at this particular time. See, it didn't hurt in week 3, 4, and 5. If you catch COVID, you gone 10 days. We'll see you in 10 days. You still got plenty of football left. But now, oh my goodness, you catch it now and you're a playoff team, depending on who it is, it will ruin your season. Joe, that is not the case. Parsons was not at the Dallas Maverick game. That was Amari Cooper and CD Lamb who were at the game, both of which are not playing tonight. I mean, it is what it is. Amari Cooper ought to know. I mean, but it's obvious he. No, they haven't said it, Jose. Nobody has said that Dak Prescott is sitting out. Nobody has said that. At least it has not been reported at all. I was saying that I just believe Dak is going to play just a few series, especially since his left tackle is not playing. Zeke is not what Zeke is playing, but I just don't see him playing a long period of time. I think Cooper Rush will get a lot of time tonight. I believe, and this is just me, I believe if Dak Prescott come out there and get a touchdown on the first drive, that's it. That's his night. He threw. That's just me. I really believe that it is a preseason type. Hey, Smoke, I see you, man, on Podbean. Hey, Smoke, I see you, brother. Thanks for popping in. Why sit Dak though? As I say, why sit him though? He hasn't been practicing well. What are we protecting? If that's the case, Jose, why sit out the whole offense? To be honest with you, I've said that they're not clicking. That they ain't clicking the way they're supposed to be heading in. It's just not Dak, it's everybody. But the only reason why this is just me, I may be wrong. I may be wrong. I just don't think that the Rams or Tampa, I just don't think the Rams or Tampa are gonna lose both of them, and then we beat Philly. I mean, strange things happen. It can happen, but I just don't see it happening. And the only reason why I'm saying is because that's the only way that we can move up in seeding. I believe that we're locked for fourth. And even if we lose, we don't gain nothing by winning or losing tonight. I just don't see, if you can't move up or down, go ahead and sit them down, especially since guys are, resting. That's just me. That's me. Especially once you find out who's not playing, who's already we know we're not playing. They've already said Cooper's not playing. I believe Lamb is not playing. Come on. Smith is not playing. Tyron Smith. I agree, Jose. That's why I said I believe it's on the back. I believe it's on the back of tonight. That's just me. Evidently, they're choosing. It's just like, look, Trayvon, Mr. Lord have mercy, Diggs is not playing tonight. They still in Dallas. They ain't even get on the airplane. Amari Cooper's not playing. I mean, Parsons is not playing. So, I mean, the real horses are not playing tonight. I could very well be wrong. That could be playing. I could be very wrong. I just don't see it. Shane said, "Who is our emergency quarterback?" Well, the great Ben DiNucci is on the practice squad. Hey, the one and only Mr. Ben DiNucci he's on the practice squad. I wouldn't be surprised if he's activated tonight. That's just me. Jose said if we lose 2 straight going to playoffs, we will be one and done. You know, some people believe we one and done anyway. You know, to be honest with you, y'all been hearing and seeing all that. They just don't believe we ain't ran the ball consistently all year. Now you just can't flip the switch and then just act like, I mean, you know how I feel about that. It's not like Kellen Moore anyway. Dak is not, cooking. If you let me say that, he got the kitchen warm, but he's just not. He's not sharp right now. He's not. Oh, okay. He said that Coop is playing. Okay, I thought that he was not. That's what I thought, and I saw. So I don't know if he is playing. I wouldn't be looking for him to play long. And if Coop is playing tonight, let me say this. Go ahead and give him the football. Might well start practicing it now. Go ahead. Let's try to force feed Coop. I mean, you're gonna have to do this in the playoffs. You got to put the ball in the hands of your best players. Coop is one of them. You better go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Force it. That's what the number ones are usually covered pretty good. You got to get some of these guys a chance. Dak has never been one to throw up balls in real tight places. Some of these guys don't need but an inch. They're open. Cooper is one of those guys. You ain't got to be wide open to get the ball thrown to you. Go on, throw it. Throw it. Just don't throw it when there's 3 men around. Mike says the hate mergers in this media are chumming at the bit, hoping we lose the game because the talk would be Dallas lost 2 straight and they're stumbling into the playoffs one and done. I don't think that'll be a fair assessment considering the guys that are not playing, though. Michael Parsons is not playing. That's a difference maker. These look, I got 2 first team, probably 2 first team all pros that won't be playing on defense tonight. That makes a difference. So I mean, I don't see how that's a fair assessment. Our starting strong safety is not playing. Curse is not playing tonight. I mean, come on now. That's 3. I got 3 of my starting secondary that is not playing tonight. AB is not playing. Diggs is not playing. Curse is not playing. I mean, that's an unfair assessment. If my starters aren't playing, and I got arguably the defensive player of the year not playing tonight. That's 4. That's 4 guys that's not playing. I can't fairly assist the Dallas Cowboy defense if my best players are not playing. That's just fair. So they might get a chance to talk, Mike, but they ain't talk about nothing doing for this game. They can talk about what happened at the Arizona game, but they can't talk about this game. Oh, I believe it's the Cowboys. I mean, come on now. It's the Cowboys, Mike. They're gonna talk about us regardless. Wilson is active. Donovan is active tonight. Good. I've been waiting on him now that I'm thinking about it. I've been waiting on Donovan because Donovan is a turnover machine type safety too. I've been waiting on him. He just the curses played so well, and then KZ seems to be a starter and all that kind of stuff. But Donovan Wilson, as we remember, we all fell in love with him last year, and the reason why is because he hit people, and then he gets the football. I've been waiting on him. I hope he does well tonight. I hope he does well. He really ain't had a chance because Curses played so well. So I'm hoping that Donovan, I hope Donovan shows out tonight. He's capable if he's not injured. Donovan can play. I hope he does well tonight. I really do. You know, Hooker will play as well. Hooker will play. So I'm looking forward to tonight to see him play. Donovan Wilson. Thanks, Jose. I'm looking for Donovan to play. To play real well. He's got that type of thing. Saturday Night Smoke on Podbean just wrote. Well, I don't know if he just wrote it, but he just said I'm gonna read it. Saturday Night Smoke says on Podbean, y'all check this out. He said the NFL Network is saying that Dak is going to play to show the offense is okay, so it could be 1 or 2 series. That sounds like preseason football to me. Then he says Eagle starters aren't going to play either, so it's pointless to take them out of this game. I ain't really concerned about Philly, but let's just be honest. They ain't gonna be playing Jalen Hurts that much tonight. See what I'm saying? I don't even know who the backup is in Philly. I believe it's really gonna be a preseason game tonight. That's just me. I don't think Dak is gonna play long. I don't think Jalen Hurts is gonna play long. I don't think a lot of our stars are playing long, and I think Philly's taking a risk too. They're locked. They're in. They clinched their spot. They can't move. Oh, that's right. Minshew against Cooper Rush. Gardner Minshew against Cooper Rush tonight. I really don't feel like that. Philly's locked. They're locked in. They know they're playing in the wild card. They can't move up or down or whatever. They're locked in. They're going to, they're going to have the same approach. So really, I just really feel like tonight just going to be a preseason game. And so I ain't just messed up about tonight. I want Dallas backups to beat Philly's backups. That's what I want. I do want Greg Zuerlein to get about 5 or 6 kicks in. That's what I want. I could care less. Shane said, I've always said it's a waste of season if the Cowboys don't win a championship, but that's the way I've always looked at it. If the Cowboys lose, can you see a scenario where McCarthy would be fired? No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Not even a thought. Jerry has kind of already given that seal of approval already. If you've just been listening to his interviews on 105.3 The Fan, he loves McCarthy. He's done and like I said before, considering last year to this year, complete turnaround. Now, if you want to get detailed with that, we all know how much Dan Quinn has meant to this team. That is the MVP of the coaching staff this year, no doubt about it. But McCarthy, as a CEO, has done the job. They're 11-5. They won the division championship. Got his team to the playoffs. Even if we're one and done, McCarthy will be back next year. No question about it. All you gotta do is listen to Jerry and Steven. That talk is just not good media talk. That's real talk. It is what it is. Joe said, why did they flex the Cowboys from a Sunday noon game to Saturday prime time if there's going to be all backups? I'd rather see a game that is more important than that. Remember what I said earlier, Joe, about, when Jerry was asked about being flexes, does that mean that the guys will be playing on next Saturday? Do the guys have it? Does that indicate that they'll be playing their playoff game on the following week to the day? Jerry says the history shows that guys that played on that week before, on that Saturday, and they had a playoff game, they usually played on that following Saturday. That's the only thing that I can think of. Jerry kind of believes that they are going to be playing next Saturday night. So we'll see. We'll see on that. At the time, Joe, also, if you want to throw this in, there was a slight chance that the Cowboys possibly can move up. And I guess that's the only intrigue. But I just don't see us moving up because the Rams and Buccaneers are not going to lose. That's just me. So I know any given Sunday I get all that, but I don't see Tampa losing to Carolina. I don't see it. And the Ram 49 game, that's a toss-up. But they're going to be playing because the Rams want to clinch the division. If they don't win, Arizona could actually win the division. And they could switch from 5 to right now the Rams are at 2. If I'm not mistaken. I think I am right. The Rams are at 2. Well, if Arizona wins and the Rams lose, I think the Arizona goes back up. And then we'll be talking about playing the Rams. So it'll be nice. It'll be nice if we can get the miracles. But first thing first, we need to handle our business. So look, Joe, we're heavily depending on our backups tonight to handle one of those miracles on the night. All right. Yeah, I see you. Smoke. I see you. Yeah, Minshew is the backup for him. And you know he gonna play well. I mean, Minshew, you know, he always looking to show out. So hopefully we can hit him in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? You know, Dorrance Armstrong can get there. You know, OC can get there. You know, we still got some animals that can get after these guys. I mean, some real dogs that can pressure them. So we'll see tonight. All right. I'll come back tonight. I'm gonna shut it off. I'll come back tonight after the game, and we'll talk about what our eyes saw. Okay. Now it's gonna be probably a lot of backup talking. Then I may just go on start fast forwarding toward the playoff game coming up. Excuse me. Mike Evans says Cowboys can still get the 2 seed based on their conference record if Rams and Bucks both lose. Exactly. That's what I said earlier. That's a big if, though. Alicia said, come back after the game. We better win. You're right, Miss Alicia. I'm coming back, win, lose, or draw. So I'll be back tonight after the game, briefly. And let's just hope that we get no more injuries tonight. And then we'll start talking about next week. All right. Appreciate you guys hanging with me this brief little pregame show. To be honest with you, if you just want to recap the show tonight, today, look, I don't know what to expect. I don't know, because I don't know who's gonna line up. So it's kind of hard to, you know, it's kind of hard to talk about it if you don't know who's really gonna play tonight. All right. We hope that our guys are fired up to play. I hope that they don't have the attitude like I have, that this game really means nothing. I hope they have an attitude saying that we got to go ahead and crack some heads tonight. That's what I'm hoping that they do. Joe said he stays in Italy. Joe says that the game will be over at 5 a.m. in the morning here, so I'm going right now to bed. Okay, go ahead, Joe. Go on, get you a little sleep. Wake up and watch Cowboy. I always appreciate Joe. Joe listens to this show from Italy. He's in Italy right now, so I appreciate that so much. Alicia said time management is also the key. Well, tonight I don't, depend on look. It depends on what the game is, the flow of the game, Miss Alicia. Uh, so if you're getting your brains kicked in, there's no need for time management. you know, if the, if the game is close, then I get what you're saying. Or if it's a 2-minute drive, or it's the drive before halftime, or or the last drive of the game, trying to get in field goal range, or trying to get the touchdown to win the game, then that's where all that come into play. But if you're getting beat by 20 points, who cares? It is what it is. All right. Listen, if you I asked you guys earlier, well, I didn't ask you earlier, but listen, for those that I need you guys that are on Facebook to do me a favor, if you don't mind. Y'all got everything else on your phone, so let me add something to it. I need you guys that are on Facebook, if you can. I need you to go to my YouTube channel, please. The Big Time Show. Just type that in. You'll see my face. Click on that that image there, and then go to subscribe. Just subscribe to it. That's all I need you to do. And then hit that bell that gives a notification. See, that didn't cost you absolutely nothing. I need you to do that for me. Help your boy out if you can. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just type in the Big Time Show and or the Big Time Show podcast. You'll see my face there with some of the previous shows. Click on that button there where it says the Big Time Show, and just subscribe. I need your help on that if you don't mind. If you're on Podbean, I need you to do the same. I need you to go to the Big Time Show on YouTube or the Big Time Show podcast. Just click it and just subscribe. That's all I ask you to do. Now, for those that want to go to another level and want to help your boy out in support of the podcast, it's very, very, very simple. If you're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or Twitter right now, there it is on your screen for you. I'll leave it there for a second so you can see it. The Big Time Show 3.supercast.tech. The Big Time Show 3.supercast.tech. If you type that in, you will make a decision on how you want to support the podcast. Monthly, that is. If it's $1, cool. I ask for $5 though a month. If you can't do that, please don't worry about it. If you want to do $3, that's fine. If you really like the show, want to do 20, I don't look. God bless you. I'll take it. However, it is not a requirement, so don't get mad at me. If you just don't want to do it and just lend me your ear for the show, cool. I ain't got no problem with it. I just glad somebody just want to hang and listen to me. Some of y'all halfway think I know what I'm talking about, so I appreciate it. Listen, if you're on Podbean, you should see a red bag there that says reward. You get the same opportunity to support the podcast monthly. Once you click on that, but that bag, you can make a decision on monthly also, $5 a month or less, or whatever you want to do, and you support this podcast that way. I would appreciate it. And if not, thank you for your ear, for just hanging with me for a while. It is what it is. Thank you, Joe. Joe said I am both Facebook and YouTube. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother Joe. Thank you so much for your support, for all the shows you hung with me. Thank you from Italy. I appreciate you so much. All right. I'll see you guys right after the game. Y'all come on back and hang with me for a minute. You're probably gonna have everybody on there. My guys, West Coast and Boss Cowboy, all these guys, everybody gonna be at the same time. Y'all Y'all come on, peep over here with me for a minute or so. We'll talk about the game, okay? All right, I appreciate you guys. Y'all know how we leave here. We just don't leave. We leave out grooving and clapping our hands. Everybody, get your clap emojis together right now. Go ahead and find it on your phone, find it on your computer, or however your iPad, whatever you got, your whatever. Go ahead and find the clap emojis, cause y'all know what time it is. Cause look, there you go. Thank there, Miss Ty. She already ready. Cause see, she already know what's getting ready to go down. We groove when we get out of here. Win, lose, or draw. And you know where you find all this groove at, right? Y'all know where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is y'all. Y'all, let's go. The big time show. Yeah, Poppy. Yeah, yeah. Put them together. I see you missed that. Woo! Yeah. We'll see you a little bit later. Yeah.